Welcome to the University of Nottingham podcast.
In this podcast, you get to take a detailed tour of the university's official Second Life island. Second Life project manager and learning team leader Andy Beggan talks you through the unique teaching and learning opportunities that exist in Second Life and points to the incredible potential still to be realised. Andy, I think obviously the first question for a lot of people will be, what is Second Life?
Well, Second Life is a 3D virtual environment created by its users, for its users. It's an environment that has a lot of freedom with it. You can pretty much create whatever you want in this environment. Your only limitation is your own imagination and technical ability. As you can see here, we've created a representation of the Trent building. We look at this as being a place where people can meet from any of our campuses or outside to come and use this island for social or for learning activities.
What have we got here?
Here's the lecture theatre within the University of Nottingham. As you can see, we're playing a video here from the 60th anniversary celebrations. This could be used for broadcasting lectures or for any kind of live streamed event. And here we're entering the role play area. This has been designed to be a flexible stage to enable users to create their own space to role play or interact with each other. We came about from a learning request from a guy in the School of Education. He wanted to have a space that he could use with his students to teach Arabic. And what he wanted was to create a restaurant environment, create an airport, create a hotel, to enable people to role play and use language to experience these environments, talking to each other so that they can practice their language skills. And this is something that's really great for Second Life, enable people to communicate through voice and through text. And because you have an avatar, which is your 3D representation, that can represent you in any way you see fit. You can be whatever you want. You can see there's no roof in Second Life in our version because it never rains on our island. That's something we've decided. It's always going to be sunny in Second Life, regardless of what it's like in the real world.
That's good to know. That was a meeting room, isn't it? There?
Yeah, that's a flexible meeting space. A lot of what we've tried to do on this island is flexible. That space enables people to have social, informal meetings or presentational style meetings, or enables people to have a group discussion. And we've used it for meetings in Second Life already, and we had a teaching in Second Life course that was conducted through there, and staff from across the university met in Second Life and talked about teaching in Second Life and what the issues are around that and what the opportunities are.
Yeah. There's clearly no quality control here, though, because somebody's put the podcast down there.
Well, you know...
So you can access the podcast there, can't you? You can watch the videos and listen to the audio.
Podcast, and we've got videos from the graduate school here, as you can see. So we can bring in media from the outside, including information and marketing information about the history of the university and so on. So people can find out, the casual visitor who comes to our island can find out a little bit about what Nottingham is. And that's what the aim of this is. It's a place where people can come and meet, and they can find out a little bit about Nottingham. Here we have Pathways to Nottingham website to enable international students who come to Nottingham to find out a little bit more about what's involved in terms of moving here. And we see the Trent building as being a place you go somewhere else.
Yeah.
For instance, here we're in the sandbox, and as you can see, we use this as our own development area, but we've also enabled put some tutorials in there to enable students or any casual visitor to come and practice their building skills. We give some tutorials to them, and we've created some tutorials which they can use to just get started and familiarise themselves with the use of building and manipulating what are called prims. A prim is basically a primitive object. It's the basic building block within Second Life. Think of a prim as a piece of Lego that you can decide what shape and colour it is, and then you piece those together in any way that you see fit so that you can build anything you want, and that's how pretty much everything you see on this island has been built in that way.
Just a word, this boat ride that we're taking now is actually not this quick in real life. We've just speeded it up for the purposes of the video. It's not a jet-powered boat by any means.
Oh, that'd be quite nice if you could vary the speed. Yeah, this is just a promotional video. As it's Nottingham, you need to have a boat, be able to take a boat ride outside a lake in front of the Trent building. It wouldn't be Nottingham if you couldn't. But in this particular boat ride, you go for a trip past the library garden, which is one of our new developments that we've been working on with the subject teams in the university. And here we are in the library garden, and as you can see, it's really talking about the experience in terms of learning and research and how the various information systems that are out there, how they can support you. So the idea of a garden, it really kind of illustrates that knowledge grows, and that's really the message behind this. So you can walk around the library garden and click on various plants and find out information about the construction of knowledge. And you can take away some of this as note cards, which you can then keep or cut and paste and keep for your own information later.
So it's useful for students in the sense as well that there's tips on how to properly reference an academic work.
Yeah, a lot of this information is drawn from the support site Pathway to Information, which is also being designed in the 2D web. So this is kind of like a 3D environment. But the thing about Second Life and what we've tried to do with this island is that it's about an experience. When Second Life really excels is not so much in terms of just giving flat information, because the 2D web can do that far better and far more efficiently than Second Life. Perhaps one of the most famous uses of Second Life is the Virtual Hallucinations Island, which was created in the University of California.
Intriguing.
Well, in there they've recreated a building where when you enter it you experience the symptoms of schizophrenia, so that as you're walking through, pictures on the wall change, you hear voices in your head, things happen to you that aren't real, as someone who's suffering from schizophrenia would perceive reality. And so that kind of experience is something that is far richer than you could ever get. I mean, my description of it doesn't do it justice. It's something that you need to experience yourself. It's quite disturbing, but in terms of anyone trying to understand or build empathy for someone who suffers from schizophrenia, it's a far richer way of doing it. That's the Lake District. That's a project, Geography Delve. It's a GIST-funded project, and they're looking at using Second Life to enable students to manipulate wind farms in the Lake District and make good choices about where the best places are to put wind farms in the area, and the impact on the environment and the impact on the people living in that environment. Far more powerful than you could ever do, say, on the bits of paper and so on, because you can get down into the actual hillsides and see from the hillside perspective.
Obviously different ways of getting around the island. We've just seen the balloon ride there.
Yeah.
Just wanted to show you this as well, because this is, I suppose, a lesson on how not to exit the balloon. But clearly you can't hurt yourself.
No one can get hurt in Second Life, at least not on our island. Yes, you can fly and you can crash and you can bump into things, and it's not a game in that sense. It's not like you lose life points if you do that. It's just a clumsy way of moving around sometimes. But it's yeah, as you're getting used to moving around in Second Life, these kind of things can happen, but no, your avatar is completely safe. But that also highlights the point that you can move your avatar into dangerous environments and explore environments that you wouldn't necessarily be able to do in real life. You know, the obvious ones would be the centre of the Earth's core or something like that. Something that you wouldn't ever be able to visit in real life, but you can recreate in Second Life.
Where do you see the future of the university's presence in Second Life going?
Well, we're interested in finding out what 3D environments like this can bring to the university. What are its opportunities? We're very much early days for us in terms of using Second Life, and we're really exploring what the opportunities are. I think the experience and the benefit it brings to the learning environment through that kind of experiential learning is very exciting, and we're really interested to see what opportunities that can present. We've got some exciting projects on various schools across the university. Want to look at developing new environments that they can use to support their teaching, and it's very exciting. People are really getting interested in it. It is very new. So some people are still getting their head around the whole idea of it. When the web first came about and the internet was being used, there was an awful lot of people who at the time wondered, are you wasting time on the internet? Are you playing on the internet? What's this all about? How can this benefit me? And think about it, it's 1993 in the Second Life world, and it's starting to develop, and people are starting to get interested in seeing the benefits of it.